So we're going to be running a linear regression test, and so these are the 5 steps we'll be going through: state the hypothesis, find the critical values, figure out the test statistic, make a decision, and state the summary from the decision we have made. So this is the information we're going to use. We're going to see if the hours studied has any relationship to the score a student received on the test. And so we know our N is 10 because there's 10 tests that we will be looking at. And then our 2 hypotheses is the HO is P equals to 0, and that means there will be no relationship if that's proven to be true. And the HA, which is P does not equal to 0, and that means there is a relationship if that is proven to be true. So now we have to find the critical values, and since our alpha is 0.05 and it is two-tailed, on this side we will have 0.05 divided by 2, and then that will give us 2.3, and on this side we'll have 1 minus that value, which will give us a positive 2.3. And we know this because we run an inverse t-test with the degrees of freedom of 8, because degrees of freedom for linear regression test is n minus 2, and our n, as seen in the previous one, was 10, so we know that 10 minus 2 is 8. So now we're going to run our actual test, and so on the previous slide with the data, you will put those numbers in list 1 and list 2, and you'll run F6 linear regression test. When you run this test, you'll get your t value, which is negative 0.4, which will fall roughly here on your chart, and so you'll know that you will accept the whole hypothesis, and because of that you know that there is no relationship, and so the hours studied does not directly correlate to the test the student received on a score. So if someone studied 1 hour, they could receive any score compared to another person that studied 1 hour. It did not have a relationship, and that is what we found from this test.